Hey guys, Pastor Jim here with Southwest Homestead. So we got a considerable amount of rain through here. All this through here was flowing water. So this is our grass kind of courtyard area in the backyard. It is really bright out today. So I'm squinting. I should have brought my sunglasses. Here come the puppies. Anyway, so when we get big storms, all this area back in here kind of becomes a retention area, and all the grass I planted a couple weeks ago was just starting to come up. So it came and washed a whole lot of silt right down on top of it. So everything back in, all in here, we got a bunch of silt on top of all this baby grass that's just starting to grow. And if there's any seed, I'm sure it washed away. So even though everything's wet, I mean, it's just starting to dry out because it's been a couple days, but the ground is still soaked. I got to turn the sprinklers on and run the sprinklers to get some of that silt off of the grass itself. So because I need to water all this and just give it a good rinse down, I'm going to put down more seed, because some of these areas, you can kind of see through there, it obviously hasn't all germinated yet, unfortunately. So everything, we're up here, over by the playground, all the way back through there, all the way off towards that end, the whole area, reseed it, once again, run the sprinklers. But yeah, we got a whole lot of storm cleanup going on. It's just, when you get serious monsoons, you get serious monsoons. You get the playground stuff, we got tree branches down, we got mess. All this here, there was so much water coming through here, it was crazy. Let me switch hands here. We'll just kind of walk back over this way. We use, on a lot of these planters, we use the logs to kind of delineate. Let's see, point over there. All these logs are missing. Down in here, logs are missing. To keep the grass out of the planters, because we use a lot of mulch. We use the whole, trying to do the whole back to Eden. I mean, we had a good 4 to 6 inches of mulch in there, and a lot of where it's raised up there is actually mulch. But when we get these big rains and the runoff comes through here, we get a bunch of silt in it. So it kind of layers between the mulch and the silt, and it's building up the soil there. But it happens. So we lose a little bit of mulch, so we got to go through and replace the logs back in here. I mean, it's just a mess. We got this whole planter over here. I mean, under this shade structure, we've got figs and we got blackberries along the fence back there, and the loquat with all the lemongrass in there. But all this right here, you can see that line. Let me see if I can do this. This line all the way down here, all the way there, used to be full of these nice big logs, and they just, when you get enough water moving, it moves them out of the way. So one of these days, maybe I'll cement them in or go around behind them and nail them all together with some boards and put some stakes in the ground to hold it, has been the plan. But we'll see. Probably not going to happen now that we're moving, but we'll fix it up nice, and you just got to redo it every so often. Or maybe put in a big berm someday. Maybe just let the grass take over the whole thing. Just let it all fill under grass would be cool. But the dirt when we moved in here was just clay, lots and lots of red clay, nothing in it. So we've really been building the soil these last few years and really focusing on mulch and that kind of stuff in this area. We put down a lot of mulch and some compost and stuff in here, and sand to level it all up for the most part. Before the grass went down, so that's helped a lot in this area. But we really focused in there, and it's helped tremendously. Look at that mulberry tree. That's been in the ground here for about 1.5 years. I think it was a 2-year-old tree when we got it bare root. We got this one, let's see, let's come over here. This one's not quite as big, but that's a big mulberry tree over here. Oh, if I can not walk in the mud. I mean, look at this. Look at the size of that trunk. I mean, this is as big as my arm, and I don't have teeny arms. These things have just been happy and growing like crazy. I mean, the worm castings, putting in lots of worms themselves, all the compost and the mulch and everything, and keeping the soil a little bit moist, keeping that moisture content in the soil, like I talked about in one of the other videos, has helped tremendously. I mean, this is a Cook's Pakistan. Cook's Pakistan. Persian. On the other side of the playground, there's a white Pakistan, And then way back over there, you can't see it right now, back there's a Shangri-La. So there's 4 mulberries here. The Persian here, this white Persian, has just grown like crazy. And really we put it there to become a big shade tree to shade the house in the afternoon, because the afternoon sun comes in this way. And strategically put white berries there because I don't really want all the blackberries right where everybody's running just before they come in the house. So even putting out tarps and or nets to try and get harvest all the berries when they're ripe. Anything that gets missed, I don't want a bunch of blackberries right there for everybody to run on, and then all the kids will run on top of all the berries, and then we'll go running in the house and wonder why the place is a nasty mess. No, I put white berries there. That way the stuff that does get missed, at least it's white mess, not dark colored mess. So that's what we're doing. Reseeding this. I got to run the water and clean a bunch of this silt dirt off of the grass to make the grass happier, and storm cleanup, storm cleanup, storm cleanup. So that's what we're working on today. Until next time, we'll see you out there.